All right, here we go with the first video recap. So, we've already discussed how to practice it with the whole time thing, adding in the repetitions and whatnot, right? So, if you ever forget what to do, just rewatch that video in my email signature, or just ask. And I'm going to demonstrate all this stuff at some different speeds, so this way you can see exactly how it should go, and also you can follow along to make sure that what you're doing lined up with what I'm doing. I'm going to count off 4 before I start, so this way you know exactly when I'm going to go and you can follow along. So with number 1 here, when you get up to, well, yeah, if and when, so we're going to get you picking stuff at 180. I don't see why we couldn't. What you've shown me so far, I believe, definitely possible very soon. Not everything, but at least a little bit. So you get this to 180 for next week. I'd like you to make a video and send it over. And this is without the repeat. So 180, no repeat, send over video. Brings me to a big important part, or big important topic. That's what we do each lesson on out. So now that you got a few things that you're going to be working on, I do need to see things each week. See how well you're playing things, make sure everything sounds correct. So we have some options. 1, we can perform everything at the start of the lesson, and I'll be asking you how fast you got everything, and that will determine how fast I ask you to play things. So I might ask you to work things up in 20, 10 beat per minute increments, depending on how fast you got. So this way we can just do a review. It's not always going to be a work things up as fast as you can during the lesson. Sometimes we may do that if I think it's going to be the most beneficial thing. So basically, you can demonstrate everything during the lesson at the start. Or what some people like to do, because it's less pressure, send in video of your practice. So if you want to do the video thing, what I ask is final practice session before your next lesson, record the whole thing. Just record the whole thing, send it over. Easiest way to do it, I think, is just upload it to YouTube. If you don't want anyone else seeing it, just mark your video as unlisted. This way I can see it. Don't want to do private, because if it's private, only you can view it. Even if you share the link, only you can view it. So, like, the account holder has to be the only one who can see it. So yeah, you can just do a video for number 1, another video for number 2, another video for number 3. Split it up that way. That's perfectly fine. And again, just the whole session. So this way I can check things out. You can leave out the repeats though. Don't need to see that part. I just need to see how it goes from the slowest speed up to the highest, and that tells me all that I need to know. So again, for the whole final practice session, if you'd like to send in videos, and you can leave out the repeat part. Now, that being said, back to the 180 thing. Get this to 180 before next week. You don't need to work the whole thing up in a video. Just send a video of you playing it at 180. For numbers 2 and 3, you are playing it 240. Send videos of that. Okay? So, here we go with number 1, 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 140. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Repetitions. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, if you can go past 180, definitely do it. Definitely. All right. Number 2. So this is where we are going to count. We're going to say the rhythm out loud from 60 to at least 120. You can keep going past that. Fantastic. If it gets to be like too much and you start tripping up on the words, no big deal. But definitely from 60 to 120. Fantastic habit to build. And the reason why 120, because when we get to 16th notes, when you're counting things out at the 60 beats per minute, same speed as doing 8th notes at 120. So might as well get the practice in now. All right, so it's going to just keep a nice fluid down, up the whole time. So always strumming down on the downbeat, strumming up on the upbeat. Tap your foot, and about it. All right, yeah, no cutting off the chords. Make things ring out as much as possible. We want nice, smooth sounds. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3. 4 and 1 and 2. 3 and 4 and 1. 2 and 3 and 4 and done. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3. 4 and 1 and 2. 3 and 4 and 1. 2 and 3 and 4 and done. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I goofed it up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go to 200 for the repetitions. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope that was 4 times through. It may have been 5. Well, it was at least 4. Anyway, let's go on to number 3, 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and done. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and done. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back 100 for the repetitions. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very easy to get lost on what number repetition when you get to 4 like that. So anyway, okay, so for the scales, remember to memorize one at a time. One at a time. So good thing to do, like practicing the alternate picking, just go straight up and down, and like just hit each note once. So something like this. So doing it like that ensures you end on a downstroke, and then just go on to that D Dorian. And just add one at a time. So there's no rush on getting that stuff memorized. We can talk more about improv next time as well. So a little bit more each time. And I think that about covers it. So any questions, let me know. I will see you again next week.